KSI is obnoxious and sucks at boxing. He is possibly the worst boxer of all time, to actually believe he is a high-level boxer. KSI actually believes that he is a killer, that he is a god amongst men. When he fights, he throws his arms in the air like the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Hi, I'm Al Harrington, president and CEO of Al Harrington's Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man emporium and warehouse.
It's a joke. Athletically, he is not a good athlete. He is not in great shape, he's slow, he has poor timing, his footwork is garbage, and he is ugly and looks like Donkey from Shrek. On top of all of this, nobody cares about KSI. Did anyone actually know he was fighting? I had no clue he was even fighting. He is fighting guys nobody has ever heard of. I'm not trying to be funny, but I have never heard of his last opponent. I don't know who he fought before. He claims that a fight between him and Jake Paul would be huge, but the only issue is that nobody knows who KSI is, and nobody cares about when he fights. I'm gonna give KSI and IshoSpeed the lesson. Just because you make mean faces does not mean you are a killer. I have seen tougher guys with Down syndrome and autism, and I am not trying to be funny. People that are actually missing chromosomes are tougher than KSI, and this guy claims to be the best fighter in the world?
I don't know. I didn't see the videos. Again, talk is cheap, because with all that talk of whatever he said, he's still afraid to sign the contract.
So you're saying the reason the fight's not happening right now is just 100% KSI.
Yeah.
Conquered shit but Twinkies. Shut the fuck up. What about the next guy? Look at this guy who fucking pussied out. I might have to beat the shit out of this dude in an arena sometime soon. Who's a threat to women? And this is the thing. This is a personal message to you, KSI. I had no problem with you. I don't fucking know you. I don't watch your bullshit YouTube channel. But when I get banned, you want to go from a fan to just fucking instantly cowering out to the Matrix. That makes you a hypocrite. There's nothing more disgusting in the world but a male hypocrite. Ethan's a hypocrite as disgusted, and as are you. You don't even stick by your guns. He doesn't even stick by his fucking guns. He doesn't even say, you know what? Andrew was all right. He said some funny things. He shouldn't have got banned. At least Jake Paul was man enough to say, stand up for fucking free speech. If you ever fought Jake, he would smash your fucking face in.
He'd fucking smoke you.
And if you want to get smoked twice, I'll fucking smoke you myself. You are full of shit. You're a fucking hypocrite. The shit you've said in the past is worse than anything I've ever fucking said, and you know it. You want to talk about having a boxing match? You're fucking 3 rounds boxing against some nobody. I will take you 12 rounds and I will break every bone in your fucking face. And you know it. Either before or after Jake's done with you. You're a fucking hypocrite as well. Fucking dork. Fuck KSI. Next, should I keep going?
When he gets on the mic, he can't even put together a sentence. The mixture of his garbage accent and his lisp makes it incredibly tough to even listen to him.
Even when Dylan Dennis came out, he never called me. Why was not the first person they called, right? Jake actually is fighting guys. Anderson Silva's me, Ben Askren's, and Mike Perry on backup is not he's a better and tougher opponent than Tommy Fury, right? So he has a harder fight if Tommy doesn't show up. So you really can't ever act like he's not really fighting real people, right? But on the other side, KSI is athletic, but I think he's just a little fearful because, you know, he can punch hard, but some people are used to being a hammer and not so much used to being a nail. He was going to be the nail in our fight, and I think him and his management staff knew that.
The promoters of KSI's last fight must have lost money. Nobody knew the fight was taking place, and they didn't sell any tickets. I'll give KSI a piece of advice. Next time, pair up with promoters who actually know how to promote a fight. This KSI guy was chirping back and forth with Tyron Woodley. He really thinks that he would slaughter Tyron Woodley. He might beat him in a game of FIFA, but certainly not a fight.
How do you decide who you're fighting?
Honestly,
because that's like the one critique I'm gonna throw your way. Like you made Swarms and Pineda look terrible.
But that is me. That's how I do.
Got it.
I'm so beyond these guys that I make them look terrible. But then when they fight people who are not on my level, they actually like destroy their opponent. But I mean, look at Swarms.
Come on,
Bro,
what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, but
as a doctor, what am I supposed to do?
But still,
like
that was a good punch. Yeah, it was a good punch. Look at Pineda.
Yeah, I don't know. The
what
reason,
you mean you don't know?
The reason why I say I don't know is because when I look at them, it's not that you were just much more skilled than them. They're doing things that people who train a lot and spar a lot don't do. So I don't know, just things that like really, really amateurish people do.
I was meant to fight Alex Wasabi, and he pulled out. Like, you've got to remember, all these people, I weren't meant to fight Swarms and Pineda. I wasn't meant to fight Temper. It's one of those ones where I just, what can I do?
Explain this to me. If a guy with Down syndrome who is missing a leg would beat KSI in a fight, how could KSI possibly expect to defeat Tyron Woodley in a fight? A former UFC world champion versus a guy who plays FIFA, makes stupid faces, and can't even beat a guy who is mentally handicapped in a fight. His drink Prime is garbage too. I did a taste test with it. In one cup, I had Prime, and in the other cup, I had a glass of juice that I farted and pissed in. Not to anyone's surprise, the glass with the fart and piss actually tasted way better. KSI has fallen on hard times. His career as a gamer has failed, his career as a musician has failed, his energy drink has failed, and his career as a boxer has officially failed, as he cannot sell any tickets, and everyone has forgotten about his existence. If you like to see people get roasted, be sure to watch out Roast of Playlist in the comments. Peace out.